the fucking 96 episodes, man. You should do more episodes talking about the fucking best year in music, man. Yeah, you wish. Do more of the goddamn 96 episodes. I would, but I'm fucking tangled up in this fucking goddamn piece of shit right here. Why do you even keep this thing if it doesn't work?
I suppose you're right. Well, as you guys might have guessed, the grunge section of the 96 reviews is basically over. No other albums worth talking about unless we want to talk about Bush, and I don't think the grunge douche wants us to talk about Bush, really came out in that genre in 1996, at least of bands that I'm aware of. And so we're gonna segue to some of the other things of other genres that came out during this illustrious year. And what better way to do so than to go through alt metal? And what better alt metal band to talk about than Tool? Tool are without a doubt one of the most interesting bands to have come out during the 1990s. Whether it was cool alt metal or badass prog, these guys were just awesome. Now, I'm a bigger fan of their two 2000s albums, 2001's Lateralis and 2006's 10,000 Days, but really this is a band where everything they've ever done is pretty amazing. Whether it's 1993's Undertow or the album we're going to talk about today, 1996's Ænima. See, this is the thing about Tool. They might be giving you an amazing song about opening your third eye, or they might be giving you a song about fisting. And that is exactly what this song is. The music is really cool though, and certainly demonstrates that at this point Tool were still very much an alt band. Now this song is really awesome. A little more on the proggy side, as one would think a song that is 8.5 minutes long would be. It's a little more, I think, political in its message, although I can't really tell. There's no lyric sheet, and the filter over Maynard's voice doesn't exactly make it easy to hear what he's saying. I do love the intro, though. This song is...
Man, when I listen to this Tool album right here, man, I become fucking one with the trash can, man. I'm one with this fucking PlayStation 1, man.
That's a Flaming Lips album. What are you talking about?
Man, that's how amazing Tool is, man. Makes me feel stoned when I'm sober, man. Makes me think that the Flaming Lips are Tool, man.
Well, okay then. Anyway, this is another song that lyrically doesn't mean too much to me, but musically is awesome. This is just a little interlude. Did this even need to be its own song? Now this song is badass. I love how hard-rocking this gets. They really let loose some metal energy on this one, and that helps to make up for the fact that, once again, I don't know what Maynard is singing about. Okay, well, this is friggin' weird. It's just some random Italian guy who apparently came into Maynard's apartment and ate all his food, and then got thrown out, talking shit about him over the telephone, making bizarre, passive-aggressive death threats. This is a song that I love musically, but lyrically I don't know how I feel about it. It's a song about a guy who called the band out and said he thought that they were selling out. And the song is Maynard basically talking shit about the dude. And I don't know how I feel about it. Because it reeks of that late 90s trope of, well, you talked a little shit about me, so fuck you. Now this is really cool to me. I love that circusy organ grinder type music, and it's more interesting than the previous interlude. Now this is a song that is really cool musically, and lyrically after consulting Wikipedia, I actually know sort of what it's about. Supposedly it's Maynard talking about his fucked up childhood, so nothing new there and nothing that different from some of the stuff we're going to be talking about later on in the albums for 96. This is cool in how it plays with your expectations that something recited in German over a dark, ominous industrial background is going to be dark and horrifying, but it's actually a cookie recipe. Happened. Where am I?
It's the power of motherfucking Tool, man. Tool takes you places, man. Opens up your third eye.
Oh, will you just shut up? If I have to hear one more time about how Tool liberates your consciousness from the fetid confines of the flesh and all the myriad torments that this reality has to offer, I swear to God I may just become a Limp Bizkit fan. Now that we've got that out of the way, the song itself is okay, but I just can't shake the feeling that this didn't need to be almost 10 minutes long. And this is also the part of the album where 90s fatigue starts setting in. We all know the feeling. It's the moment where when you're about 60 minutes into the album, you're ready to put on something else, you look at the CD book, and there's about 4 more tracks left before the album ends. This is weird. This is just a baby crying and screaming. This is uncomfortable and weird and... This song brings it back though. A 6-minute prog rock epic. This perfectly illustrates what so many bad 70+ minute albums don't do that you should do if you're gonna have an album be that long. Have some really good tracks at the end so that you want to sit through the entirety of the album to listen to them. And this is one of those songs. It's got some great lyrics where Maynard's talking about learning to swim. I'm not really sure what the title is talking about. The drumming is cool, the bass is cool, the guitar is badass. The song is just amazing. Why did this need to be its own song? Couldn't it have been an outro to Ænima or an intro to the next song? This song is mind-blowing. It opens up with some samples from a Bill Hicks stand-up routine where he's talking about drugs and how so many people who are on drugs made so much good music, and then it goes into some awesome prog shit and eventually turns into a 13-minute epic about opening your third eye and just... Hell yeah, dude. This album is amazing. Brain-melting prog metal epics mixed in with awesome grungy songs about sex, messed up childhoods, and people accusing you of selling out, all combined to make this one of the greatest albums to come out during the year 1996. Now, like I said, to me, Lateralis and 10,000 Days just blow away Undertow and Ænima when it comes to my favorite Tool albums. See, I can listen to either Lateralis or 10,000 Days all the way through without ever wanting to skip a song, whereas I do get bored with some of the later songs on Ænima. But don't let that turn you off from Undertow and Ænima. I'm just more of a prog fan at heart, and that's what Tool's two 2000s albums are really all about. Ultimately, for all of its proggy elements, when this album came out, Tool were still very much an alt-metal band. And this is a great album to pick up if you're not as into prog metal, or you just want some 90s alt-metal with aggression, attitude, and the wild, crazy Tool shit that they've been known for ever since. I cannot recommend this album highly enough for those who are interested in alt-metal as a genre.